Hey, it is your girl Nisi with Deniese IncTRU. We have today our guest, Mzzbuttababii, is here. She is from Beaumont, Texas, and we definitely had to get her on the show. Man, if y'all have not seen it yet, you got to catch the vibe, get that new flavor in your ear, okay? So we wanted to have her on the show, and she has an upcoming show that this weekend. So we felt compelled to go ahead and showcase her, shine a light on her truth. So thank you, Mzzbuttababii, for being here with us today. We appreciate you. Yes,
Thank
yes.
you. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate the opportunity.
You're welcome. No problem at all. So it is our pleasure. Now, I did, look at some things about you. Been following you for a moment now, and kind of get our viewers to up here in the north and surrounding areas to know a little bit more about you. So I did see that looking at a couple of your videos, your performances and things. You have a lot of light, a lot of humor, a lot of transparency about you.
Yes.
You make sure that you stay transparent and you give your audience a vibe. I'm telling you, a great vibe. So I was able to see how you connect with your audience, how much they're able to, get the impact of your music and the authenticity from it. I was seeing more like hip hop 90s vibe, that old school thing. And I was like, yes, that is what we're needing for
Yeah.
this time period. So let's talk about that before we even talk more into the music. What is something that you want people to understand about you that they can't capture in a flyer or a clip?
Just the transparency, being openly honest and brutally honest about who I am, from a mother to a business owner to a wife to somebody who suffers with depression, self-imaging problems. I just want people to know that it's okay, you know what I mean, to be like me. And if you are a person that's similar into what I am, which is the person, like I said, who has those type of issues that I deal with on a daily, then I could be a voice. I can be a voice for you, and you can catch that through my music. And that can be put on a poster. So
Right, right. So I
yeah.
love that the transparency about you. We just recently had you on our Serene Saturday, and how our Serene Saturdays is dedicated to art therapy. Hey, it's dedicated to art therapy and music therapy. And I was like, oh, we definitely have to shine a light on Mzzbuttababii. She is like, it's totally into alignment to what we're trying to serve out to the community, to be able to let them know that you don't have to hide your light, dim your light. You don't have to hide your shadows either, the things that you've gone through. So it's definitely exceptionally well that you bask in that transparency. You give that light, that hope to others, that it's okay to be able to speak that truth and be who you are in the midst of it. Even if you, I used to say, because I myself, I were diagnosed with major depressive disorder,
Oh,
and one thing that I had to learn to say for myself is that I'm no longer battling it, but I'm conquering major
yeah.
depressive disorder. And I see you being able to do that within. You can't, like you said, you can't see that in a clip. You can't see that just in a post or performance, but you do that. Your aura, who you are. We get to see that, and I'm so glad that you stated that. So. In addition to that, I did want to go over a bit more information now. Like I said, I do see that you have a performance that's coming up as well. So I wanted to get more information about that. What can people expect from that performance, and when will it be? And will there be anyone else joining you on stage? I wanted to get more.
Oh, well, who is a mouthful? So prepare your ears, honey. But girl, so I actually have several performances this entire week, this entire weekend. The first one is this Friday. Is going to be hosted here by he's a DJ that works for 102.5. His name is Eric T. And I'm going to get the opportunity to perform a song as well as a group that I just brought together, like literally just brought together, and we come together as unity. We're all artists, we're all female artists, rappers or singers, and we met each other on the cipher. which is how my name got out. It's through it's called the 409 Cipher. Now it's called the Big Cipher Tour. So since we was able to get together and formulate this group as a collective of women coming together, sharing in positivity, we was blessed to get the opportunity to perform on this lovely stage. It's going to be at the Arts Center out here in Beaumont, Texas. And I'm also going to be performing as well at. Look, I got so many things going on. I don't even remember. But
Hey, it's
I'm
good to be
also,
booked and busy.
yeah, I'm trying to tell you. Sometimes it
Yeah,
weigh you down, but I'm not complaining, Lord.
yeah,
But
yeah.
also going to be performing in the Big Cipher Tour. That's in Houston, Texas, at Exotic Pop. It's hosted by Perez D of Rap Economics. He's also someone that's big up right now. And it's presented by Whip the Rapper. And that's where I got my start. So this is going
Okay.
to be the fourth installment of the Cypher. And this is going to be my third time on it. And then I'm going to be performing at a Just Joking Comedy Club.
Yeah.
It's so amazing. It's hosted by comedian Grossman, and I get the opportunity to perform whatever song I choose. But I always love to perform my song "Work It Out," which is also available on iTunes, Apple Music, all streaming platforms. And I have some amazing steppers that get up there, girl, behind me. Shout out to Miss Eliza. She teaches line dancing and all those things like that. And they're
Yeah.
going to be on stage with me while I perform. So that's what we got as the lineup for this week. I got other
Yeah.
stuff, but we're going to just talk about this week.
Okay, well, it definitely seems like you are, as I stated from earlier, booked and busy, and that's good. And I'm glad that you're able to have that. You have a great wide selection of collaborations here,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
I'm glad that you have with Unity, you guys are able to come together, give empowerment to other women, and
Yeah.
show that it can be done. And I really love that, especially being able to connect with each other through the cipher and then still be able to do that on an ongoing
Yeah.
basis too. So, and stating that's the fourth one that you'll be in, right?
Yes.
Cipher,
This will be the third one, but this is the third one that I'm going to be in, but this is the fourth installment of the Cipher.
fourth installment. Okay, okay, I got you. Okay, and then you'll be able to be at the, like you said, the comedy club too. Woo, you do have a lot this week.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's just the weekend.
I'm
That's
glad we
Friday,
caught
Saturday.
you.
And I'm also going to be catering at the comedy club as well.
Okay, okay, okay. So we're
After the
definitely
performance, of course.
okay. So what all do you offer through your catering? Give us some information on that.
Well, I actually have a catering business. It's
Yeah,
called Mzzbuttababii HCC.
yeah,
And that's also, if we get the opportunity, we can link that. But that's also a service that I offer at the show that I do on Sarah Street, which is the Just Joking comedy event. I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do with the menu, but
yeah.
you get to come have some laughs, watch me perform, and eat at the same time. I do meal
Oh,
preps. I do weddings, baby showers. I do healthy weight loss, bulk up proteins. Hey, whatever you want, I got you. It's home cooked cuisine. Miss Buttababy's
yes.
home cooked cuisine.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna be ordering. I'm sitting here writing my menu. I love to eat now.
Girl, me too, baby. That's a who. That's why I had to get the gastric sleeve surgery, baby, but it ain't
Yeah.
work.
Yeah, I'm trying with training. I got a trainer now, so we gonna see how that is. But the goal is not necessarily to lose weight, but it's to get a little bit more
Be
fit. But I'm
healthy.
still gonna eat. I'm still gonna eat.
Exactly. That's what I said. Look, girl, after I got that gastric sleeve surgery and I almost died in the process, I
Yeah,
said, Lord, I'm gonna eat from this point forward. I'm gonna be healthy, but
yeah,
I'm gonna eat. Life is too short, girl, to waste life behind not eating. But
yeah.
New Iberia is
Well,
actually where I was raised, and they knew me when I was younger. When I
mhm,
was younger back in the day, and I was given a different type of hip hop, if you know what I mean. I was on that young, dumb, crazy stuff, and so back home for them to see me transition like this, it's amazing. They actually support the movement. They've been making noise, and I'm actually the following week, not this week. I'm actually going back home. I'm gonna be a part of the parade out there in Jeanerette, Louisiana, and I'm gonna be out there just showing love to my city. And I think that's a huge thing to do as well. When you come from somewhere, you have to show where you're from some love. And
Mm-hmm.
being out here in Beaumont, I always do things in the community, like I give out things whatever I can. I try to help by feeding the homeless. I also have a housekeeping business, and I offer free cleaning services to like elderly people in the community. And so I give back a lot because I'm blessed. You know, God has blessed me tremendously. And so I try my hardest to just show people that no matter what product you are of your environment,
Mm-hmm.
that you can choose to be what you want to be. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
whenever you are blessed with the opportunity to give back, you do that. And so that's what I do with the music, with the business, with anything that I do in life. You know what I mean? Because God sit high and he look low. And at the end
Yeah.
of the day, you know what I'm saying? I just want to be able to actually go to bed at night and know that I did what I could, not just for my kids, not just for my family, not just for my people, but everybody out there. Because I love everybody. You feel me? We all just one big
Yeah.
happy family in this world.
Yeah. See, I love that. So, and I'm going to correct myself on this. So I stated earlier from New Iberia, right?
Yes,
All right.
ma'am.
I'm telling you, I've been saying it wrong for years, and I'm like, I got people in New Liberia. I'm like, not one of them, not one of them. It's them. They're just sitting there. But thank you so much. But from being able to transition from your earlier hip hop stages, and then your audience, your listeners, they still it resonates with them, and they're still able to connect with you even when you transition to a different level. So how they say, like Sierra leveled up, when you leveled up and change it a bit. So that's good. And then in addition to that, you're able to serve your community, in a form of advocacy too. So that is very much real, the real and rawness to be able to do that. Not only just serving as a mother, a wife, to your own family, doing what you have to do on that on the front end, but you're doing it on the front lines for your community. So blessings to you, and definitely commend you for doing that. And so I did want to also ask, so the voice. I want to talk about your voice, your penmanship towards your music, and your truth. So, what emotion do you write from the most? Like, and what emotion do you perform the most when you're out on the stage?
um, Pain is what I write from the most,
Yeah,
and I guess you can say excitement is what I actually use when I perform. Because I'm
yeah,
always excited just to be able to have that. That was my dream, just to be able to perform. So now that I'm doing it, I'm always happy, even if I'm
yeah.
singing a song about being depressed.
Yeah. So you're able to use those two emotions, but be able to bring it out into your audience to let them have a different perspective on it, instead of it just being pain that you write about. You're also able to give them a piece of joy after
Yes,
the pain, as they say. So
exactly.
so that's really good.
I could even give you an example if you
Yeah, yeah,
like. It'll be short, but the song that I have out right now that everybody's loving, it's called Work It Out. Mind you, it's a Southern Soul two-stepping song,
yeah,
but it's called Work It Out, which is basically me talking about my husband. And when I made the song at the time, I was upset with him because he was complaining to me about time, and we
yeah,
don't have time, we don't have this, we don't have that. And he decided to do it right before I got ready to go and perform. And I'm like, babe, now ain't the time. And
yeah,
so I say it in the first part of the song, but then I'm telling him, baby, can we work it out? But we can work it out later on. Like, we can
right,
fix whatever problem you want to fix, but let's do it later on. You know I choose you. You know I'm gonna do what I can to make sure you get what's needed. Just
yeah.
roll with me. And that's actually what the song is about. But people don't even
Yeah,
notice that because they just worried about dancing.
yeah. So it's a true story.
Yeah, real
Yeah,
life.
real life over here. Okay, so I like that you were able to pull something that you actually experienced, and be able to, now we have a two step from it and be able to to be able to dance to it, and instead of it being something a painful experience or
Yeah.
something that could have been daunting in the end,
Yeah.
you were able
Twist the
to
negative
find,
and make it
twist it
positive.
up, make it
Mhm.
positive. So I like that, the way that you're able to do things and connect it to your audience that way. Now, I did also want to go over how we did get to see that you are able to dabble back and forth in different genres and areas. So I saw that you're singing, you're able to do the hip hop, you're able to do two step there, you got Southern blues going on. What can you not do? And then you're cooking.
Girl.
Gosh. So you've been described to be able to have those multiple genres that you have. When you switch pockets, what stays consistent? Like, so that your music still sounds like you. What stays consistent with you?
If I'm being honest, I think the thing that stays the most consistent in all genres is the transparency. The
Yeah.
transparency in the message. The message is always going to be positivity, self love, and you could overcome anything. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, as a multi genre recording artist, when I tell you I can make a rock song today and I could be saying, and guess what? I'm releasing some pain. I'm letting you know it's okay.
Yeah.
Versus going to a song and doing the same thing. And you're just getting different levels and different genres because I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm ADD, HDD, whatever you call it, ABC. So I lose patience very fast, as
Hmm.
well as I lose interest fast. So to me, I feel like it's a good thing to be able to give your audience different flavors because you get tired. Wouldn't you get
Right.
tired of eating the same chicken, especially if all you had was chicken? I'd rather eat it barbecued, smothered, fried, baked, and then after that, I'll do something else.
Yeah. See, I love that about you. So you're able to alternate, you're able to be versatile, not with the same thing,
Yeah.
but give your audience something different. Like when you come out, they're like, okay, well, we want a woman's butter baby go give us this time. It's always something new. It's not bland, it's
Yeah.
just something always new coming up. So I love that about you, your versatility, how you can alternate through the
About
genres.
so
We're going more into aspects of home, right? Being a
uh-huh.
wife, being a mother. So let's connect to your entrepreneurship, being a mom, an artist, and your real life aspects. So, what do people romanticize about being a wife and mom with a music career? And what's the part nobody sees for you?
Oh, dang, that one. Oh, that's a question. Good one.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people romanticize the fact of having an understanding spouse,
Mm.
having kids that don't get in the way, that
Yeah.
allow you to be able to maneuver all the time. They people fantasizing having all of that balance like that, but what they don't really understand is that the balance don't ever really happen. It's just
Yeah.
more time just end up having to go into something. So the sacrifices have to be made, rather if it's sacrificing with the husband or sacrificing with the kids, or it's still sacrifices being made. So you have to really love what you're doing, and you really have to have a steadfast relationship because that's important too. Having a
Yeah.
partner and a spouse that supports you and right there with you through everything because he helps with the kids whenever I'm trying to write or whenever I'm so it plays a huge role.
Yeah. See, I love that too, because it definitely resonates. Being as connecting as mamapreneurs. For me, that definitely rings true. Because on my end, it's with the same thing. It's like constant sacrifices, trying to push out podcasts, other things.
Yeah.
And sometimes your family just has to realize that, hey, although there is a sacrifice through the time, um, we're making this dream come to
Yeah.
life. And it's not just about mom, it's about all of us. This is like a generational
Yes.
wealth type of thing. So I like that you connected to that and stated that sacrifice is the most bold in letters,
Yes.
sacrifice. So it's not all glamour and glitz
Mhm. At
behind the
all.
scene,
A lot of sleep is lost, mind you. I have a 4 month old.
Yes.
I have
Hmm.
5 kids, and out of all of the kids, the 4 month old, oh my gosh, she's a sweetheart, but she keeps me up. So mind you, if I'm in the studio for 5 hours, and then I get home and I gotta, well, the studio's at home, but if I'm in the studio for 5 hours and then I get home after my husband has taken duty, he has to go to work at 3 a.m. So now I have to be up with her and then wake up the kids later on to go to school. So it's like it's a revolving door. But as long as it's worth it, you got to be investing that time and making that sacrifice if things are worth it. Because if it's not worth it and you taking that time away from family, baby, something
Yeah.
ain't right. For
Right.
real.
Right. It does. It has to be worth it.
Yeah,
In the end, because it's not just serving yourself, it's serving them in
exactly. It's a
the end.
purpose.
So yeah, it has
Yes.
to have an end goal and a common purpose for them too. So I like that.
And it's a business as well. I mean,
Mhm.
people don't realize that being a musician is also a business. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
outside of my other businesses that I operate, having to make sure my clients are scheduled, having to make sure that I'm keeping up with bookings and everything else, it's a hassle. But overall, you overcome because you know us as women, we find a way, girl, where there's no way.
You do. We do.
We do.
Now that we have to figure it out, even like how they say, well, I can't remember the particular analogy or metaphor that they use for it, but basically how you just stated in so many words, you make a way out of no way. We
Yes.
have to pull it sometimes. So um I did want to also very briefly touch on, let's see, one other thing. And that would go more into, let's see, performance,
Okay.
performance and presence. So, with performance, present means we went over that, that you have a line of performances throughout this week. But I did want to ask, let's see, what do you want the room to feel when you hit the first song that you choose? What do you want the audience to leave with? What feeling do you want them to leave with?
Satisfied.
Yeah.
Satisfied. I just want them to be satisfied. Whatever reason you came there, I want that to all come together and you just have a you just satisfied for what you
Yeah.
just seen.
Good, good. Now, from what we have gone over so far, if there isn't anything that we've touched on just yet, what is something that you want the viewers or your perspectives to know more about you as well for your music or for any other avenues within your businesses?
Well, actually, I'm working on some merch. I'm going to be coming out with the butter collection. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, so be on the lookout for that. Stay tuned.
Okay.
Outside of that, just keep rolling with me because the opportunities are coming constantly. I'm in here and I'm gonna keep rolling. I'm gonna keep spreading that positive message. I'm gonna stay true to who I am because what I do is not just for me. I do it for all of those like me who need a voice. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to be yourself. It's okay to look in that mirror and shed a tear every once in a while because you're not satisfied. But guess what? When you wake up tomorrow, we're going to wipe that and we're going to say, I'm fabulous today. You know why? Because somebody else got it worse than me.
Right.
Okay? So
Hmm.
that's how I'm going to leave them with that. But overall, I just feel like everybody needs to just continue to help lifting up everybody that they can, especially those that you're connected to. And let's just stay lit and follow Mzzbuttababii on all socials at Mzzbuttababii.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So we're definitely going to do that. We're going to be on the lookout for not only we're going to look out for the shows that's coming up this week, you guys. If you're in the area, you're traveling, make sure you go see Mzzbuttababii. All right, and Unity as well. Then be on the lookout for the merch collection that's coming out, and just stay connected to the music, to the mission. So we definitely want to thank you, Mzzbuttababii, for coming out onto the show. I know you maybe pressed for time and got a whole bunch of other things to do, so we really do appreciate it, just making space and time to be on this platform. So we appreciate you so much, and we're going to be definitely spreading the love and the light of pushing your music out
Yes.
there too. And we love what you're doing. So stay you, stay true, and as always, be well in wellness and in love. Peace.